Papac took a chance, and Abua's got past him. He recovered just about. Mendes trying to play the ball off Abua for a throw. And now Ferguson's got space with which to work. He's got Nova making a run ahead of him. He's got Davis to his right-hand side. Steve Davis making his way forward. Boyd's in support as well. The effort deflects wide for a corner. Right in front of the assistant referee. Mendes doesn't try and steal an advantage this time. Outswinger from the Portuguese, headed away by Abua. Clever from Davis, back from Mendes. Much more air underneath it this time. Tousled hair of Daly flicks it on. Papac. Nice ball for Whittaker. Abua was caught underneath it, back in from Whittaker. And headed over his own bar for a corner by Zalewskis. Another outswinger from Mendes looking for the near post flick. It just died a little bit, headed away by the Ugandan Abua. Good ball for Ferguson. His first goal at Ibrox this season. Doubles Rangers advantage just before half-time. Good strike by Barry Ferguson. Cleverly found by Mendes. And they will feel that a 2-0 half-time lead will make the game safe. Pressure on Rangers coming into today after the recent defeats to Inverness and Celtic in the cup final. But they've responded immaculately. 2-0 Rangers at half-time. Mendes. Now Boyd could be even better for Rangers at the break. So Lucas digs it clear. Ferguson straight to Abua. Papac. Daly. Got it away from Stewart. He did really well there, Christian Daly. Might be ring rusty, but he used his experience. Now Nacho Novo, Chris Boyd, Beasley. Another corner. Beasley's delivery. Safety by Zalewskis. But Rangers have had 8 corners without reply in this first half, which tells you everything you need to know about where the game has been played. Constant Rangers pressure. They're worth the 2-goal lead. Daly making the near post run. He's delivered that little bit deeper. It's come off the top of McCulloch's head, but Whittaker keeps it in. Back in from Steve Davis. Looking for Boyd. Another vital defensive header. And a standing ovation for Rangers as they leave the pitch at half-time. Well, they couldn't score past the team bottom of the table in their last home game, but David Abua gifted them an opener here against the side, who are third. Kyle Lafferty scored that, subsequently went off injured. Barry Ferguson doubling Rangers' advantage in stoppage time added because of the injury to Lafferty. And Rangers well worth the 2-0 half-time lead. Well, Rangers haven't lost an SPL game when they've led at half-time in 234 matches, stretching back some 13 years since they held the lead against Hibs at the break and lost. Hearts will have to improve immeasurably if Rangers are to lose this one. Here's Whittaker. He's got away from Palazuelos. Spanier concedes the throw. Ferguson. One back by Stewart. Deft little flick past Pedro Mendes. Now Callum Elliott. Stewart. And Whittaker seemed to have the desire to get there ahead of Bruno Aguiar. Stewart. So Lucas has asked a bit of Karapidis here, but he's kept it in. Mendes. And Novo's run from inside his own half to be onside, but Jamie McDonald saw the danger early and clears. McDonald's clearance wasn't the best, it was straight to Steve Davis. Neat exchange of passes with Whittaker. Now Ferguson. Beasley. Papac makes his way forward. And Abua forced to concede the first quarter of the second half. Rangers 9th of the game. Beasley with a left-footed outswinger. Punch cleared by McDonald for Ferguson. Davis. Oh, possibly had more time than he thought. Nade. That's a good ball forward. Papac can't get there ahead of Callum Elliott. Hasn't got much up with him. He's found Christian Nade though. And Nade found himself short of options and short of ideas as he tried to turn. Handball by Ferguson gives Hearts a free kick. Aguiar. McCulloch there ahead of Nade and clattered into him. Lee McCulloch quick to apologise. It was seemingly just an innocuous collision. He caught him with his trailing hand on the way down, Lee McCulloch. He threw out the left arm just for leverage, but had he caught him with that, no, they certainly would have known about it. Chava Laszlo. He's only seen his side lose once in the last 5 SPL games. That the defeat in the Edinburgh Derby against Hibs last week. He certainly will be a little bit frustrated that that lacklustre performance has been followed by another. Novo on the turn, firing over the bar. Pushed by Nacho Novo on Karapidis. Nielsen. Abua. That's with the throw. Bua's never going to be able to take it from there. Robbie Nielsen. Another innocuous cross from Hearts. They are playing like a side who've only scored 10 goals away from home. Only Hamilton have a worse record than that in the SPL. Rangers, though, have actually conceded more than half of the goals they've let in at home so far this season. 11 here, just 9 away. 4 towards Elliott, who is well marshalled by Daly. Clearance by Papac. Ferguson put Mendes under pressure. McGregor launches it long towards Chris Boyd. Pushed by Karapidis. Referee didn't acknowledge that, but Rangers have the ball anyway. He's acknowledged the foul that time by Stewart. Here's Beasley. Ferguson. Still Barry Ferguson couldn't quite dig it out from underneath his feet. Here's Papac. Mendes goes all the way back. Rangers will turn and build patiently from deep again. Now putting the ball out of play for a throw. His left thigh heavily strapped. Without Baloff through suspension today. Driver's got a hamstring problem. No Glenn, Thompson or Kingston either. Here's Whittaker. Easily got away from Aguiar. Boyd. Ferguson let it run. Papac just feeds Mendes with the simple ball, which now goes wide for Beasley. Trying to go a long way around Robbie Nielsen. He's won another corner, putting Rangers in double figures in that department. Well, in the first half, the left wing corners were taken by Mendes in swinging deliveries. It's now a Beasley left-footed outswinger that Hearts are having to deal with from Rangers' left flank. Whittaker shuffles away towards the back post. Daly and McCulloch both went towards the near post. Beasley acknowledged that it was a really poor delivery. Davis. Long ball by McGregor and Nacho Novo. Beasley up there with him. And Ferguson! Unable to replicate his first half finish. Nacho Novo did really well to hold it up, but it all came after the long punt forward from Alan McGregor. And then cleverly brought it down just to roll it into the path of Ferguson. A side-footed effort well over the bar, but good approach play. Instigated by Nacho Novo. Just under the roof of the net. McGregor had plenty of time to judge it, albeit under pressure from Callum Elliott. Nielsen beating Beasley in the air. He's won the throw. Just deflected off David Abua. This result will put Rangers back to the top of the table. Their goal difference superiority over Celtic would go up to 4, which could well be significant. Some 6 seasons when Rangers won the title on the last day under Alex McLeish, when goal difference was very important. And he won it with a superiority of only 1 goal that season. No foul on Elliott. Waved back to his feet by the referee. He's had an outstanding game. Mendes. Cut out easily by Stewart. Azzalukas. 4 for Callum Elliott. Fresh from that impressive loan spell at Livingston, which brought him 11 goals in 14 games. As many goals as he scored for Hearts in 80 matches. Another move fizzles out. Boyd. He's looking for the ball over the top, I think, for Novo. Well, there's been no cutting edge for Hearts. They have another attacking option on the bench in the form of Mike Tulberg. And there's Rangers number 9, Chris Boyd, hasn't had a sighter yet of goal. It's a disappointing run of these in at the moment. Just 1 goal in his last 7 matches, but he's still got 20 in his last 25. It's been a tempestuous season for Chris Boyd, falling out with George Burley, and has had his moments with Walter Smith as well. All the questions that Walter Smith asked of his team coming into today's match have been answered, so far at least. First hour has gone very much according to plan. Repeat of the 2-0 scoreline, which Rangers beat Hearts by back in August. Lafferty scored the first goal on that occasion as well. It was added to by a very late Chris Boyd penalty. It's Ferguson that scored the second today. Lovely ball from Mendes, nice take from Davis. So Lucas dealing with the cross. Daly. Nade. Palazuelos. Lee Wallace is outside him. Ball in towards David Abua, who did get his head to it and has kept it alive for Hearts. Forced away though by Papac. Nielsen for Aguiar. Still completely unable to get into the game at the moment, Bruno Aguiar. And Rangers again defending well from the front, forcing Karapetis to go all the way back for Jamie McDonald. Challenge is beginning to fly in with a bit of ferocity. It was Robbie Nielsen who was punished. Free kick launched long by Daly. Davis. Novak couldn't generate enough power on the flick to find Whittaker. So Lucas header for Aguiar. This is Abua. Robbie Nielsen trying the ball to get as much purchase as he can on this long throw inside the penalty area. All about the second ball, really. It's helped in, looking for Aguiar's flick. Papac turned it clear and McGregor might have been able to claim it. It's out for another throw. The whole process will be repeated. Header by Daly. Nicely done by Zaliukas. Wallace. Palazuelos. Now Mendes on the counter-attack with Davis ahead of him, and Nacho Novo in space, making the run, which Davis has seen, and he's threaded him in here brilliantly. Nacho Novo, it's an attempt that was so close to providing a picture-book third goal. Well, the only thing that was wrong with this was the finish. The run from Novo was brilliant, the pass from Davis exquisite. Instead of going across the face of the goalkeeper, he went for the near post. Nacho Novo, a couple of inches away from scoring one of Rangers' goals of the season. Davis heavily involved with a quite sublime pass. Zaliukas has squeezed it through here for Aguiar. Elliott drops off. Callum Elliott, first time! Great save, McGregor. Hearts' best moment of the game. The half-time substitute. The first man to force a save out of Alan McGregor. That was a good save as well. The man who's only conceded twice in his last 6 league games, denying Callum Elliott his first Hearts goal of the season. But they have got their first corner of this match. Headed back into the fray, in from Karapidis, over the line. Hearts have a lifeline. I think there might be a few complaints from some of the Rangers players that didn't go in, but Karapidis, who put through his own net the last time these two sides met, has got Hearts back into the game. Their first corner. Rangers unable to deal with the set piece. The header came back in. Karapidis with the header. Beasley cleared it, but surely he was over the line when he did so. I don't think there's too much doubt that that's gone in. Karapidis has given Hearts some hope. Only a couple of minutes after Rangers hit the post, which denied them a third goal. Hearts reduced the deficit to 1. So Lucas with a header. Nielsen running round it and able to clear. Stewart. All of a sudden, Hearts have woken up as an attacking force here. A game which looked as though it was a formality is now not quite back in the balance, but certainly not all over. Whittaker. Here's Whittaker. Forward from Stewart, just too long though for Callum Elliott. Csaba Laszlo will be much happier now. Whittaker. Novo gambled on the ball going over the shoulder of Zaliukas. Stewart. Too long for Christian Nade, who may well be coming off in a moment. Mike Tulberg, the German striker, who's signed on loan from Regina in Italy, is poised to come on. Stewart. Now Aguiar. Abur. He's done well to dig it across, headed out from Elliott. Palazuelos, 2-2. And Hearts have scored twice in 3 minutes to get themselves back on level terms. Rangers looking in such complete control that the last half hour was a formality. They hit the post, and 5 minutes later, instead of being 3-0 up, it's 2-2. Elliott peeling off and finding space, and it's a really good finish from Palazuelos. His first goal of the season. And is this going to be another sizable dent in Rangers' title aspirations in what's been a miserable March? Joy uncontained for Csaba László and Hearts. Tulberg might have to wait a few more moments before getting the nod to come on now. Palazuelos making it 2-2. Zaliukas. No handball by Whittaker. Well, they've got to the stage where it looked as though Hearts could play for a month and not score today. And they net twice in 3.5 minutes. And also forced a very good save out of Alan McGregor as well. Throw taken quickly. Rangers looking rattled. Central defensive partnership which had precious little to do. Exposed twice in quick quarters. Whittaker. The idea was right, looking for Nacho Novo, but couldn't find him. "20 minutes coming up, which could do so much to mould the destiny of Rangers' season. Blowing a 2-0 lead here, but will they yet be able to get their noses back in front? Beasley trying to provide something now. He ran straight into Zaliukas. Walter Smith has left his lofty vantage point now to look at close quarters from the touchline. It could get worse. Here's Abua in towards Elliott. That's a goal kick. Still Kenny Miller on the bench. Still John Fleck and Stephen Naismith attacking options to be called upon by Messrs McDowell, Smith and McCoist. Novo. Davis. Novo went to ground as Zaliukas challenged him, but no real appeals for a penalty against the Lithuanian. Hearts making their second change. It's a straight swap up front. Christian Nade coming off, and Mike Tulberg coming on for only his third appearance of this injury-blighted loan spell. I think I'm right in saying it's the first time that Tulberg and Elliott have played together. He's on loan from Regina in Serie A in Italy. And a chance to make a name for himself. Papac. Boyd. Flicking it on for Novo. Drilled some way wide. Ferguson. Stevie Naismith poised to come on in a moment for Rangers. It could well be DeMarcus Beasley who will make way. Here's Mendes. Well, Hearts have only averaged an away goal once every 2 hours and 6 minutes prior to today. They've improved that quite dramatically. Got themselves back into the game. Could yet go on to win it. Rangers making their second change. Off comes Beasley, who has been ineffective at times. And on comes Stevie Naismith. Just over a quarter of an hour for the former Kilmarnock man to make an impression. Stage of the season, it doesn't matter how the victories come for Rangers, it's all about the 3 points. Mendes through a crowd of players, but Jamie McDonald had plenty of time to see it coming. Good clean hit. Never likely to be able to beat McDonald from that kind of distance. Here's Davis. And Nacho Nova made his way forward, but another comfortable claim by McDonald, who was the Queen of the South last season when they, of course, lost to Rangers in the Cup final. Aguiar. Ferguson. Davis. He's taken a touch off Wallace. Boyd wanted to try and shepherd it out of play, but he didn't have the legs to get there. Still Chris Boyd goes. Novo. Papac behind him. In towards Boyd. Might break for Novo. Could break for Davis or Naismith. Well, he hasn't scored this season yet, Stevie Naismith, on his return from that horrendous injury. Himself into a decent position, but if anything, Davis was obstructing his run towards the ball. He had to hit it with the outside of his right foot. Csaba Laszlo. You see his Heart side move within 3 points of a guaranteed top 6 finish, if they can hold on here. Papac. Body's going down all over the place off the ball. Palazuelos. There's so much space in that midfield now. Ferguson doing his best to come back. Callum Elliott has made a real difference for Hearts since coming on. Here's Palazuelos now. He seems to have had a better game on the left-hand side of midfield than perhaps he did in the centre. He wasn't able to have too much of an influence. Poor touch from Boyd. And he doesn't get a full 90 minutes that often. Still, Kenny Miller could be called upon.
1
Pushed by Robbie Neilson on Steven Naismith. Rangers prepare to launch this inside the penalty area again. From Papac, away by Abua. Played by Zaliukas that time. Mendes. Old-fashioned hit and hope. Zaliukas beating Boyd in the air, but Ferguson wins the second ball, and now Stephen Whittaker can bring it forward. And Jamie McDonald can claim it. Whittaker's header falling for Davis. Mendes. Whittaker. Daly. Wide by Naismith. Hart's making a pretty good fist of withstanding the pressure at the moment. Ferguson. Whittaker. Touch from Palazuelos. Took it away from Whittaker, but found Ferguson. Mendes has got it now. Lovely ball! What a chance. Boyd's claiming he was pushed. Brilliant ball in from Mendes with the outside of his right boot, bringing it back in towards the centre of the goal. Chris Boyd attacking it. Now, was there a push here? It's unorthodox defending by Robbie Neilson. I think possibly there was a hand on the arm of Boyd, but I don't think that there was significant contact. Rangers' susceptibility to balls inside the penalty area wasn't exposed that time, as Karapidis couldn't get a decent touch towards goal. He scored once, of course. Here's Zaliukas. Daly not taking any chances. Can they expose Rangers again? McGregor decided he had to take control and did so pretty comfortably. Boyd looking for the flick on, so Lucas defended well. Ferguson couldn't get there ahead of Stewart. Neilson clears.